If you have recently sprained your ankle, chances are good that you are trying to find a brace that will help support your ankle so that you can go and do the things that you need to do. Personally, I sprained my ankle 2.5 weeks ago, so of course the immediate thing I did was hop on Amazon and order a couple of ankle braces to be able to help me keep working and doing the things that I need to do. So today I'm going to share one of the reviews of Sleeve Stars and let you know if I think that this is a good one for you to use for your lateral ankle sprain. I'm Dr. Amy, PhD trained orthopedic manual physical therapist and recent lateral ankle sprain sufferer. So to say I feel your pain is 100% legitimate. Now, I've initially done another video, and I'm going to link that here, which honestly, that video and that brace is the one I would use initially for an ankle sprain. Let me explain why. The Sleeve Star, as you can see, is a sleeve. And that is really hard to get on when you have an ankle sprain, right? Because it's really difficult to get it all the way through. The other challenge that I had with the Sleeve Star when I was really swollen is that the bottom was really, really tight. It has a pretty firm hold, and it did stay in place all day, which that's the good thing. However, the challenging thing about that was that it caused a lot of swelling in my toes. And so my toes were really swollen at the end of the day, and the front of my foot, the top part of my foot there was really swollen, which actually ended up causing like a stagnant area in my foot. So then I had to work on getting that loosened up. So although I don't recommend this as your initial brace, I definitely would recommend the other brace for your initial ankle sprain. I will say that this brace has been very helpful as I'm trying to get back to more activities. So my main activity is running, which I haven't been able to do yet. I'm only 2.5 weeks out. However, I have been walking on the treadmill as well as using the elliptical, which I highly recommend if you're suffering with an ankle sprain trying to get back to running. Using the treadmill and the elliptical initially can really help to improve your range of motion and get things pumping. So if you're struggling with that inflammation, the pain is better, but you're still struggling with that inflammation, I'd encourage you to do some walking or some elliptical to help your body be able to flush that out. And that is where the Sleeve Star has really been helpful, because the inflammation will not sit in the toe area if you are actually actively working the foot. Now, I will tell you, it's still a little bit difficult to get on when you have an ankle sprain. So if you do, I'm going to show you how I do that right now. So first thing you want to do is wad it up like you're putting on a pair of pantyhose. And then what I do is I put my heel down into the ground. So I've got some stability. This is the tough part because you got to really stretch it to be able to get your toes through. Now, once you get it in the forefoot where you want it, what you're going to do is switch that. You're going to put the weight through the forefoot, and then you're going to bring it over your heel. So your forefoot being down on the ground is going to help stabilize that. It's still a little tricky. And then you can kind of pull it up if you need to adjust it a little bit further. Now, once you've got that part on, that's the hard part. The second part is actually much easier, even if you're struggling with an ankle sprain. You're going to put your foot in the middle of this. You're going to wrap it across, pull it nice and firm, and then attach it in the back. Now this is where you really get the support, is from this strap, but the first part of getting that sleeve on is the hard part if you're struggling with an ankle sprain. I will say once it's on, it does feel very supportive, and it really does feel like I could go and walk on the treadmill, do the elliptical, and I will definitely use it as I return to activity, which again, my activity is running, because it does feel very supportive. But because the top and the bottom are so tight, I'm only going to wear this when I'm actually actively using my foot. So walking, elliptical, running. I'm not going to use this during the regular day because I do a lot of standing running during my day, and I'm having a difficult time managing that swelling and inflammation anyway, so I don't want to do anything that would add to it. Now, you may be somebody who's struggled a lot with ankle sprains throughout your life. That's not currently what you're struggling with, but you're looking for something that offers more support to prevent future ankle sprains. This would be a great product for that, as opposed to the first one that I did. So the first one that I did was really good in helping to support you, but you would not be able to use that for regular activities. They do kind of advertise it to be able to use during sports. I felt like it really limited motion, so I don't think I would feel comfortable even wearing it running, much less for higher level activities like soccer or basketball or football or anything like that. Whereas this brace, I would feel very comfortable with any activity, running, soccer, football, whatever you wanted to do, because I do feel like it gives you a little bit of support, but it's not going to cause too much of an issue mobility-wise. So if that's you, you're a chronic ankle sprain sufferer and you're looking for something that would be a good support for you, I'd highly recommend this product. Now, if you've recently experienced an ankle sprain and you're looking for my entire treatment protocol and what I did to get back to running, I'm going to have you check out this video over here.